My name is Sister Faustina Maria Pia, and I'm a Sister of Life. A few years ago, I came across a paper that I wrote in high school, and the topic was, if you were a pilgrim on the way to Canterbury Tales, what would be said of you? And as I read that, I was only 15 when I wrote it. As I read it, I didn't say anything about career aspirations or goals. No, I just wrote that I had fallen madly in love with the man of my dreams, and that was who I was. How telling. But as I grew up the youngest in a large Catholic family. In the midst of joys and sorrows, we prayed as a family, and they planted deep seeds of faith in my heart. But I really struggled growing up in the secular culture to know if the living of my faith would in some way jib me of this love that I so deeply desired. It wasn't until I studied abroad, a semester in university, that these desires deepened. And so there I was in the midst of this beauty, this mystery, this culture. And the Alps, the Mediterranean, these historic places, shrines where thousands had been healed. And I started to realize how thirsty I was, not only to look at these beautiful things, but I wanted in. I wanted to be a part of these things that captivated me, this beauty. And so at the same time, I ran into young religious sisters. And I thought, that is the most radical thing someone could do with their life, with their love. Yet their witness of joy, which I knew sprung from love, lingered in my heart, just like the beauty of my travels. And so over time, my life unfortunately became increasingly about myself. And I was trying to orchestrate my own happiness. I'd gone to school for nursing, and one night I came home, I was exhausted, but I could not fall asleep. And so restless as I was, I cried out to God, and I said, just in case you forgot, I want to be happy. I know you've created me to be happy, but I'm miserable. I'm half dead inside. And as I prayed there, I just knew it was a grace. I was to give God each of my desires. So I gave him my desire for marriage, for children, to be this kind of nurse, to travel these places, for this kind of car, everything I could think of. And when I listed each of them, I felt this stillness in my heart that I'd never experienced before. And I heard a voice within me say, I want you for myself. And I knew who it was. I knew it was him. I knew he was calling me, choosing me, loving me. And I said, if you love me like this, you love me. And so I said yes to him that night, not knowing exactly what that would look like, but knowing that I was claimed. And this joy and this peace, flooded my heart. And the last concern I had was my nursing career. I love serving those who were sick and even dying. And as I talked to a priest about this uncertainty, he looked at me and said, we're all sick and dying. It's like, wow, it hit me that this call that I experienced in my heart was actually to be part of a deeper healing of this culture, beyond hospitals, to bring to others the fullness of life inside, life with Christ. And so these past 8 years as a sister, being his spouse, I've come to know that we have this Creator who is in love with us, that sees in me the beauty that I always wanted to be a part of, that fills my thirst with his love and makes me a vessel of that life and love to others. So I'm still very much a pilgrim on the way, but every day I'm taken deeper, and I'm happy to lose myself in this love where I know I'm found. Amen.